Today is Runnymede, and I've never been here. I've driven past it many times. I used to work at Legoland Windsor. But I think it would be important to have a little look around and get a little bit more acquainted with my country's history. Part of my big thing of life is to keep trying to fill in the gaps in my own education, and also try and learn a little bit more about the world and learn a little bit more about my country, the trees, the history, all sorts of things like that. Okay, one of the first things I've learned is that the Magna Carta isn't here. The document itself is obviously in the British Library, but it wasn't actually signed here. It was signed on Magna Carta Island, which is over the other side of the Thames, a private island with a private house, where supposedly King John actually signed the Magna Carta on a stone table. It's not open to the public, but if you have £3.4 million, you could actually buy the house, because it's been on sale for the last 3 months, I think. Hold up! Wait a minute. I'm kind of unhappy with the way this edit is going at the moment. I mean, I like to use good music, strong music, and as you can see already in the video, I don't mind mucking around with a bit of modern art. But Runnymede is one of those places where the whole area is like a shrine to freedom and democracy and liberty and all this other things. So it feels a little bit disrespectful just to run around and make a funny little video without paying some form of respect to people who have died for freedom and democracy and liberty. I didn't actually know this, but there is the memorial to John F. Kennedy. I didn't know there was a memorial to John F. Kennedy at Runnymede. And walking around that monument, if you listen closely, you can almost hear the words of the great man himself. So the rest of this video will be a little bit more respectful, if that's okay.
Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty.
And it is written, No free man shall be seized or imprisoned, or stripped of his rights or possessions, or outlawed or exiled, or deprived of his standing in any way, nor will we proceed with force against him, or send others to do so, except by the lawful judgment of his equals, or by the law of the land. I think it's interesting that the words of the Magna Carta are only legible in water. They're not set in stone, which in effect makes the words that are written there kind of a birthright. Whether they have any legal standing, or whether they have any lasting legacy, or even any place in law, is really up to us. I suppose that's kind of the point, that liberty, democracy and freedom is only really there if we stand for it, if we vote for it, and sometimes if we fight for it.